What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning in to another session of Manic Monday here at the Inspired Empowerment Group podcast. I am your host here with two, and my host.
Hey, this is Va.
Well, it's another Monday. Another week has gone by. Man, 2021 is going by pretty quickly, huh, Va?
Yeah, it's already March.
I know.
Your weekend is over, and it's Monday.
So here at Manic Monday, we try to make sense of, wrap up the weekend and try to make sense of what's coming ahead on this week. That is what the whole topic of this is. But Va and I, we are business consultants with the Central Valley SBDC. And for the last couple of segments, we've been talking about the 10 steps to starting your own business, right?
Yeah, and today we are on step 3, funding your business. But before that, if you are interested, or if you're an existing business and you are in need of business consulting, whether it is marketing, setting up your business, improving your business, or just have questions, or if you're an aspiring startup and you want to know how do I get started, how do I do a business plan? Well, you're in luck, because Tu and I, we provide that service for you at no cost.
No cost.
And where can they go to find this service, Tu?
Well, we have instructions here, but you guys can go to centralvalleysbdc.com. We'll also include the link down below in the descriptions. You can click on the top left green button where it says Get Started. Scroll down and click on Valley Community SBDC. So just make sure that you click on Valley Community SBDC and input your information there. Click on what you need help with, and we'll reach out to you. Another way that you guys can reach out to us is to us directly. You can reach out to us directly by commenting below or reaching out to us on our Facebook page.
Yeah, and if you're watching this on Facebook page, message us on that page.
Yeah.
Or if you're on YouTube, then comment, right? And we will get to you. And Tu and I, both our email are easy. My email is va@rise-inc.org.
And mine's just rise-inc.org, which we'll also link down below. And then we'll also put our phone number down there for those of you who are more old school and want to give us a call and reach out to us and have a one-on-one conversation. But, the thing is, no matter how you get to us. If you have an idea, if you have a question, if you have anything, it's no cost, right? And I got to say, recently, many people have been reaching out to me, and I've been able to help a few of them get it going. Many of them have questions that I have been able to answer for them. And so, to me, it's our passion, and we like helping other people, because I remember there was a time when no one was there to help me, and I didn't know where to go. And so now that we are here and we are trying to give back, hey, reach out to us, and that's what we're here for.
Yeah, I just want to touch on that, guys. If you're wondering why we're doing this without charging people, it's because, well, it's already pre-funded.
Yeah.
So, but however, similar to Tu, when I got back from active duty and I wanted to start a business, or I wanted to start a nonprofit, and it seems like it's a secret.
Yeah.
And nobody is willing to walk me through even getting a business license.
Yeah.
Especially as a nonprofit, no one is willing to tell me how to the paperwork to become a 501c3.
Mm-hmm.
And they scare me that you gotta talk to a lawyer and he has to do the paperwork and such and such. And then when I found out that it was as easy as 1, 2, 3 and filling out an application and stuff, man,
yeah.
You know what I said to myself too? Anybody who asks for help, I will walk them through it.
Yeah, and that is what we're here for. And to elaborate on Va too, right? Like when I first started my first company, it was like, yes, when you do a Google search, the actual government sites are way down there, because people put all these Google ads up,
yep.
And you click on the first 10 and you're going through, and all of a sudden they're charging you all of these fees on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know any better, you're just clicking, okay, well, this is just what you pay, right? And next thing you know, it's costing you $500 to file for an EIN, which is free.
Yep. I'm going to tell you, 2 EIN. employer identification number for your business is free on the IRS.gov website. Do not pay for that. I repeat,
Yes.
do not pay for that. If you Google that, it will be it will be a commercial link that pops up first, not the IRS.gov. So
And how you can be sure you know is because the IRS does not charge. It should be free,
be free.
and you should get it instantaneously
Yes.
within a couple of minutes. So if anybody is charging you, even $25, hey, that $25, it could go a long ways,
yeah, we go eat pho.
right?
So we'll get started, man. I mean, so now we are still on our 10 step to start your business series with Manic Monday. And this is step number 3, funding your business.
So, Va, just for our listeners out there, we talked about the first 2 steps, and the first 2 steps, we've always said, boring, but absolutely necessary.
Yes, because if you miss the second step, guess what? The third step is a little hard.
It's
because
It's almost impossible to do without the second step.
Our previous topic were step number 1 was market research and competitive analysis. And step number 2, go ahead, 2.
Step number 2 was, I don't have that here.
Write your business plan.
Oh, yes, business plan.
Yeah. See? And now step number 3, right? Funding your business. Okay. If your business plan will help you by figuring out how much money you're going to need to start your business. And I say that for a reason.
Yes. And we kind of elaborated in the last segment, right? Like there's a lean one, there's a full-blown one. We went over some of the examples of bigger franchises that you can get into that have hundreds of pages versus the lean ones where it could be literally like 2 or 3. Well, it would have to be about 3 or about two or 3 pages.
1, 2 or 3 pages, yeah.
Yeah. And how can you fund your business if you don't even know how much you need?
That's right. And so when funding your business, here are the 3 main components of funding your business, right? Or the 3 main way. It's not.
This is not an inclusive list.
Yeah. So 1, you could be self-funded.
Yeah.
Right. 2, you could find an investor.
Mm-hmm.
And 3, you get a loan.
Yeah. And you know what? The statistics show, and if you guys don't believe us, you guys can just Google it yourself. But most small businesses always usually start in some sort of a self-funded way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your life savings, friends and family that kind of help pitch in to get you started and going. They're not quite investors. It's not quite loans. It's just seed money to help you get going. So being self-funded is how most small businesses start. But we want to expand and we want to get beyond that because you can get a lot. There's a lot of grants and a lot of monies out there, right?
Yeah. And, if you're going to look at loans and investor, well, guys, if you skip step 1 and 2, I'm sorry. Like, if you skip step 1 and 2, you're going to, and you're going to have to go back.
Unless they're family.
Yeah. You're going to have to go back.
Yeah.
And even if they're family, you still have to show them some kind of plan.
Yeah.
It's important. Step 1 and 2 is important. Market research, competitive analysis, business planning. Those are important. Those are the boring part, but it is essential.
Yeah.
And, when it comes to self-funding, I always give an example. Like, let's say I want to open my own restaurant. Let's say that I make like really good egg rolls, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like my egg rolls has 3 flavor, chicken, beef, and pork, and they're the best out there, and everybody likes it. Every time I do a cookout, my homies come, and they will always say, "Dude, man, those egg rolls are bomb, right?" So but you should start a business, right? And then I'm like, well, I don't have any money to start an egg roll truck or egg roll shop. But you see, think about this. You can actually just start with a batch of egg roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's say that you have $100, right? You could determine how much egg roll you can make with $100.
Yep.
You can start selling those, right? And yeah.
And I think that a lot of the times what holds people back is sometimes they think too much into it.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. So let's say I don't have money, but I could make like maybe 500 egg rolls, right?
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have money to start my egg roll business, right? Well, I don't have to go straight to the business. I could start by creating a following of my brand, right?
Yeah.
So what I could do is I could make egg rolls, right? Give samples, give it to friends and family, and I could start saying that I'm gonna start selling on social media to friends and family.
Yeah, and you take pre-orders.
I take pre-orders
and do it on social
Yeah.
media and push it through, and have your friends and family share it. And if they truly like your egg rolls, they're gonna come buy it anyways, because I don't want to roll and make egg rolls myself.
And the goal of most businesses that are successful are consistent. So let's say
Yes.
you do this for 6 months, right? And you are still consistent, right? And let's say that the profit that you earn on your egg rolls selling, you don't use it because you already have a day job, right?
Yeah.
And you use a day job to pay your bills and you hustle, right? Well, by now you might have enough money to expand a little, right? And it's gonna take time. You cannot just make money overnight like that, okay?
Well,
There is a way, but not like that. We're gonna get to that one day.
Yes. Most small businesses actually start, like you said, if usually food is a little bit different, but most small businesses, it usually starts as a side hustle.
Yeah, and I use the egg roll because, guys, I mean,
Everybody likes egg rolls.
Everybody likes egg, and also like the margin. Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. But let's say that after a year of selling egg roll, you have enough money for a down payment on a food truck or
Yeah.
a food trailer. Let's go food trailer.
Yeah.
Right. And then you like, okay, I thought about it. I have a year of sales. It's going pretty good. But if I get this food trailer and I start advertising, I go to certain places with high traffic, I could increase my volume, right? Boom, you get a food trailer, increase your volume, right?
Yeah,
And you
places
get-
like the
yeah.
Rise Night Market,
Yeah,
you know?
night market. You go, you just go park yourself next to Amazon or a university,
Right?
and like boom. I mean, let's say that everything goes well, right? And you can have more than one truck.
Yeah.
right? Pretty soon you can have your own egg roll shop.
You know,
Hey, I don't think there's an egg roll shop in Fresno yet. So guys, there's a nugget that just dropped right there. If you have an egg roll shop with boba, we will come and do a show there.
yeah, and speaking about that, having multiple sites, right? Most people don't plan to fail; they just fail to plan. Most people can't expand because they didn't do the first two parts of what we're talking about. And that is why the first two segments are so important, because when you get to this third step where you're funding your business, if you have a good actionable business plan and you follow it, and you also account for your money and you make sure that you reinvest it back into yourself, it's easier to start expanding, and then you start multiplying your business, and that's when real financial stability comes from.
Yeah,
right?
because when you're ready to expand, you already know where your startup costs are, right?
Yeah.
And you have the time to
And you might even be able to shrink it because you
Yeah.
already have the experience.
Yeah, and you have to. So once you go back to your calculation, your startup cost, those are the key for your business preparation, right?
And you know what? People love convenience, right?
Yeah.
So if they don't have to travel 10 miles, if they like your egg rolls, they don't have to travel 10 miles, and instead only 2 miles, and you're right there
That's
where they
correct.
are, they're going to come support you even more.
And so as you get ready to expand, look, you go back and look at how you calculated your estimated profit. You go back and look at your break-even analysis. You go back and look at, what money was saved and what other investment or what other loans, funding source there are. It's going to make it easier for you to expand.
Yeah.
And
You'll be able to figure out your acquisition costs, and that is a very important number in itself, because then you'll know how much you have to actually spend outside of the actual ingredients for the egg rolls, right?
yeah. And guys, I got another nugget to drop. But before I drop a nugget, I want to talk about real estate. I was talking about home buying. Interest rates are at a historical low.
I don't think they've ever been this low.
Yeah, and right now, to me, it doesn't matter when you buy real estate. Don't
No.
be afraid that there's a bubble. All right, it doesn't matter when you buy real estate because the real estate is a different form of investment. And you
Yeah.
know what? If you are looking for a dynamic agent, real estate agent, you know, you can check out my buddy Year Her Realtor. His phone number is 559-905-6122. YearHerRealtor@gmail.com. Give him a call. I mean, I use him as my agent, so I mean, he's a pretty cool guy. He very responsive. He goes above and beyond. Remember that one time when we wanted to go see that one place the next day, and he got it for us, right?
Yeah, he did.
That's how good he is.
And we didn't call him until like I think it was like 7
Yeah,
p.m.
late at night, we're like, hey, yeah, tomorrow morning we want to go see this place. We go, okay, let's do it. Boom, tomorrow morning, hey, let's go.
Yeah,
right.
'cause-
11 o'clock, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, give him a call and let him help you out. You know.
Yeah, he's a good guy, and he's always for the community. He's actually the president of the Hmong Chamber.
That's correct. And you know, you're not just getting a real estate agent. You're getting someone who is connected in the community,
Yep.
who is serving the community, who has done a lot of things to benefit the economic impact in our community.
Yeah,
So when you give your business to Yea, you also give your business to the community.
yeah. Just think that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
So startup funds, right? I know we talk about it like it's a general blanket, right? I know we talked about the three main ones: being self-funded, finding investors, or going out there and getting a loan, right? And each one of them has its own nuances. Each one of them has their own requirements that you'll need to fulfill to get them, especially the loan part, right? Um, every business has different needs, right? And we understand and we know that there's no financial solution that is a one size fit all. As is in life, right? Rarely will whatever's working for me, it may not work for you. So you take the good and then you forget the rest, right? And everybody's financial situation is a little bit different. Everybody's vision, everybody's goals for their business is a little bit different. But once you know and once you figure out how much you need to get it going, a lot of the people that this is just from my experience, they're still hesitant to try it. Why do you think that is, Pao?
I think it's just a fear of failing. People are afraid to fail, and don't be afraid to fail, guys.
Yeah.
I have failed so many times. I think I'm still failing. Okay, and
I've
I'm
lost
still
count of how many
trying.
times
Yeah,
I failed.
I lost kind of all the failure in life, but I know that all these failure, it's a lesson learned for me to improve my business.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, when you have this understanding, right? It's of the full picture of what you need. You have a goal. You have a goal.
Yeah.
Right. And if you consistently focus on your goal, it's consistency.
Yeah.
Most businesses fail because they're not consistent,
Yep.
and they don't. I mean,
Or they give up too soon.
yeah, they give up too soon because it's like that one photo where the guy was like digging the diamonds.
Yeah.
And then he saw the other guy. He found one diamond, and the guy gave up. But behind him was like 1 trillion diamonds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the reason why we shared that is because fear will stop a lot of people, you know, especially when you have done all up to step 3, right? You've done your market research. You've done your business plan. You're ready. You're looking for funding sources. And then all of a sudden you find out, man, I got this $10,000 of cash here. And all of a sudden it hits you like a rock. Well, what if I fail and I lose this $10,000?
Yeah, and you want to hold on to
Yeah.
it. Inflation hits and you lose value, actually.
Yeah.
But guys, I mean, guys and gals, fear, you don't have to be afraid of fear.
No.
Because fear is just false evidence appearing real.
Yeah.
It's false. It's all in your head. And once you overcome it, you'll be all right. Yeah.
Another way that you can alleviate that fear, because fear will never go away.
Yeah, it will never go away.
But once you learn how to manage it and control it, one of the things you guys can do is reach out to us.
Yeah, let
Make
us
sure
know.
you like and subscribe to our channel here, because that's what we want to do. We want to provide, we want to be an excellent resource for you by giving you nuggets, by giving you tips, by sharing our experiences and our knowledge. And so one of the things to alleviate the fears, like I said, hit us up, contact us, reach out to us. It's no cost to you. I mean, what do you have to lose? If you've got $10,000 and you can consult with us, you're going to walk away with $10,000 still.
And you know, speaking of resources and nuggets, well, there is a link for a startup calculator sheet. I mean, it's all you gotta do is click on the startup calculator sheet, and that sheet right there will help you plan your cost, startup cost. And that way you have exactly a number, an idea of what you need to do. That way you won't be so afraid to move forward and say, hey, now that I have a clear picture of what I need, it isn't so scary. And as you do it, let us know. Reach out to us. We'll invite you to the show to talk about your business. Even if you don't have a business, you have an idea. We will welcome you here to talk about your idea.
Yeah, and one of the best things about doing that is you get actionable feedback.
That's correct. That's
know?
correct.
So yeah, don't be afraid, and come on out, comment, like and subscribe if we are providing good value for you guys out there. The links and everything will be down there, how to contact us. It's all going to be down in the details. So don't skip the details because there's a lot of important links and info down there, okay? But yeah, wrapping this up, you were talking about like startup costs, right? How to estimate your profits and break-even analysis, right? Those things are important, especially when you're trying to secure loans and attract investors, right? Because they want to know how are they going to make their money back, right?
Yes, that is very correct.
They're not just generous people who just want to, okay, here's money. You do with it whatever you want, and you pay me back whenever you want. They want a timeline of, okay, in a year, I'm getting this back. Or maybe they want some equity, right?
Yeah. So, again, there's various ways to fund your business. It's not that it takes money to make money, but I think it just takes consistency and the will to move forward.
Yeah.
So again, thanks for tuning in to Inspire Empowerment Group podcast. You are listening to Manic Monday, and we are still doing the 10 steps to start your business. Further ado, we are signing out, and we'll see you at the next show.
See you guys next time.